Shalom, shalom. Shalom, family. How you doing? How y'all doing? It's Bible study time. Let me turn off these ads real quick. I need it to be where there's no ads if you catch class live. No ads if you catch class live. There we go. We should be on point now. Y'all let me know how my audio is coming in. Let me know how my audio is coming in. Everybody that's already here, thank you. So it's another Bible study. We are picking up at Joshua chapter 14. We got Yapa in the building. Shalom, baby. We got Chef Eddie in the building. Shalom. We got Taz in the building. Shalom, brother Taz. F.O.G. Bay Area in the building. Let me get my screen shared so we can get to it. And those of you that are here now, like, share, subscribe. Let's get these likes up. Let's get the classroom filled over time. That's what it's going to take, of course. But we want those that are thirsting for the word to know that we are going into it right here on a weekly basis. Every Saturday, 11 a.m., Lord willing. Captain Ezra in the building. Shalom. Shalom, shalom. That's right, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. West Coast time. Brother Lemuel in the building. Shalom, Brother Lemuel. Hope you holding up well. Those of you that didn't catch yesterday's live stream, I'm going to drop the link of it. I'm going to drop the link for it right here in the comments. Make sure you get a chance to go enjoy that. Lily in the building. Shalom. Here we go. This is Joshua chapter 13. Now Joshua was old and advanced in years. And the Lord said to him, "You are old and advanced in years. You are, in fact, as old as you feel." This is the land that yet remains. All regions of the Philistines and all those of the Jeshurites, from Shihor, which is east of Egypt, northward to the boundary of Ekron. It is counted as Canaanite. There are 5 rulers of the Philistines, those of Gaza, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron, and those of the Avim. In the south, all the land of the Canaanites in Mearia that belonged to the Zidonians, and Aphek to the boundary of the Amorites, and the land of the Gebalites, and all Lebanon toward the sunrise, from Baal Gad below Mount Hermon to Lebo Hamath. All the inhabitants of the hill country from Lebanon to Misrephoth Mayim, even all the Sidonians. I myself will drive them out from before the people of Israel. Only allot the land to Israel for an inheritance, as I have commanded you. Now therefore divide this land for an inheritance to the 9 tribes and half tribe of Manasseh, the inheritance of the East Jordan. With the other half of the tribe of Manasseh, the Reubenites and the Gadites received their inheritance, which Moses gave them beyond the Jordan eastward, as Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave them. From Eror, which is on the edge of the valley of the Arnon, and the city that is in the middle of the valley, and all the tableland of Medeba, as far as Gibeon, and all the cities of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who reigned in Heshbon, as far as the boundary of the Amorites, and Gilead, in the region of the Jeshurites and Maacathites, and all Mount Hermon, and all Bashan, and Selecah, all this kingdom of Og and Bashan, who reigned in Ashtaroth and in Idrei. He alone was left of the remnant of the Rephaim. These Moses had struck and driven out. Yet the people of Israel did not drive out the Jeshurites or the Maacathites, but Jesher and Machath dwell in the midst of Israel to this day. To the tribe of Levi alone, Moses gave no inheritance. The offerings by fire of the Lord God of Israel are the inheritance, as he said to him. And Moses gave an inheritance to the tribe of Reuben according to their clans. So the territory was from Eror, which is on the edge of the valley of Arnon, and the city that is in the middle of the valley, and all the tableland of Medeba, with Heshbon, and all its cities that are in the tableland, Dibon, and Bamoth Baal, and Beth Baal Meon, and Jahaz, and Kedemoth, and Mephath, and Kirathaim, and Sibmah, and Zereth Shahar, on the hill of the valley, and Beth Peor, and the slopes of Pisgah, and Beth Jeshimoth. This is all the cities of the tableland, and all the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses defeated with the leaders of Midian, Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, the princes of Sihon, who lived in the land. Balaam also, the son of Beor, the one who practiced divination, was killed with the sword by the people of Israel, among the rest of their slain. And the border of the people of Reuben was with Jordan, of Reuben was the Jordan as a boundary. This was the inheritance of the people of Reuben, according to their clans, with their cities and villages. Moses gave an inheritance also to the tribe of Gad, to the people of Gad, according to their clans. Their territory was Jazer, and all the cities of Gilead, and the half of the land of the Ammonites, to Eror, which is east of Rabbah, and from Heshbon to Ramoth Zephath, and Betanim, and from Mahanaim to the territory of Eber, and all the valley of Beth Haram, Beth Nimrah, Succoth, and Zaphon, the rest of the kingdom of Sihon, king of Heshbon, having the Lord as a boundary to the lower end of the sea in Shinnereth, eastward beyond the Jordan. This is the inheritance of the people of Gad according to their clans, with the cities and villages. And Moses gave an inheritance to the half tribe of Manasseh. It was allotted to the half tribe of the people of Manasseh according to their clans. And their region extended from Mahanaim through all Bashan, the whole kingdom of Og, the king of Bashan, and all the towns of Jair, which are in Bashan, 60 cities, and half Gilead, and Ashtaroth, and Edrei, and the cities of the kingdom of Og and Bashan. These were allotted to the people of Machir, the son of Manasseh, for the half of the people of Machir according to their clans. These are the inheritances that Moses distributed in the plains of Moab, beyond Jordan, east of Jericho. But to the tribe of Levi, Moses gave no inheritance. The Lord God of Israel is their inheritance, just as he said to them. So continuing on where we're supposed to be, which is chapter 14, it says, these are the inheritance of the people of Israel in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar, the priest, and Joshua, the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the tribes of the people of Israel gave them to inheritance. Their inheritance was by lot, just as the Lord had commanded by the hand of Moses, for the 9½ tribes. For Moses had given inheritance to 2½ tribes beyond the Jordan, but to the Levites he gave no inheritance among them. For the people of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim, and no portion was given to the Levites in the land, but only the cities to dwell in, with their pasture lands for their livestock and their substance. The people of Israel did as the Lord commanded Moses. They allotted the land. Then the people of Judah came to Joshua at Gilgal, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, and said to him, "You know what the Lord said to Moses, the man of God, in Kadesh Barnea, concerning you and me. I was 40 years old when Moses the servant of Yahweh sent me from Kadesh Barnea to spy out the land, and I brought him word again as it was in my heart. But my brothers who went up with me made the heart of the people melt. Yet I wholly followed Yahweh my God." And Moses swore on that day, saying, "Surely the land on which your foot has trodden shall be an inheritance for you and your children forever, because you have wholly followed Yahweh my God. Now behold, Yahweh has kept me alive, just as he said, these 45 years since the time that Yahweh spoke this word to Moses, while Israel walked in the wilderness. And now behold, I am this day 85 years old. I am still as strong today as I was in the day that Moses sent me. My strength now is as my strength was then, for war and for going and coming. So now give me this hill country of which the Lord spoke on that day. For you heard on that day now the Anakim were there with great fortified cities. It may be that Yahweh will be with me and shall drive them out, just as Yahweh said." Then Joshua blessed him, and he gave Hebron to Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, for an inheritance. Therefore, Hebron became an inheritance of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, to this day, because he wholly followed Yahweh, the God of Israel. Now, when the name of Hebron was formerly was Kiriath Arabah, Arabah was the greatest man among the Anakim, and the land had rest from war. Elder Mashah in the building. Shalom, brother. I'm going to let these sirens pass. We are now in chapter 15. Joshua chapter 15. It says, "The allotment for the tribe of the people of Judah according to their clans reached southward, the boundary of Edom, to the wilderness of Zin, at the farthest south. And their south boundary ran from the end of the Salt Sea, from the bay that faces southward. It goes out southward of the ascent of Akrabim, passes along to Zin, and goes up south to Kadesh Barnea, along by Hezron up to Adar, turns about to Karka, passes along to Asman, goes out to the brook of Egypt, and comes to its end at the sea. This shall be your south boundary. And the east boundary is the Salt Sea, to the mouth of the Jordan, and the boundary on the north side runs from the bay of the city at the mouth of the Jordan. At the boundary goes up to Beth Hoglah, and passes along north of Beth Arabah, and the boundary goes up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. And the boundary goes up to Deber from the valley of Achor, and so northward, turning towards Gilgal, which is opposite the ascent of Adamim, which is on the south side of the valley. The boundary passes along to the waters of En Shemesh and the ends of En Rogel. The boundary goes up by the valley of the son of Hinnom at the southern shoulder of the Jebusite, that is Jerusalem. And the boundary goes up to the top of the mountain that lies over against the valley of Hinnom on the west, at the north end of the valley of Rephaim. The boundary extends from the top of the mountains to the spring of the waters of Nephtor, and from there to the cities of Mount Ephraim. Then the boundary bends around Baalah, that is Kiriath Jearim, and the boundary cities west of Baalah to Mount Seir passes along to the northern shoulder of Mount Jearim, that is Chesalon, and goes down to Beth Shemesh and passes along by Timnah. The boundary goes out to the shoulder of the hill north of Ekron. Then the boundary bends around Shikharon and passes along to Mount Baalah and goes out to Jabneel. Then the boundary comes to an end at the sea, and the west boundary was the great sea with its coastline. This is the boundary around the people of Judah according to their clans. According to the commandment of Yahweh to Joshua, he gave to Caleb the son of Jephunneh a portion among the people of Judah. Kiriath Arabah, that is Hebron. Arabah was the father of Anak, and Caleb drove out from there the three sons of Anak, Shishaiah, Ahiman, and Talmai, the descendants of Anak. And he went up from there against the inhabitants of Debir. Now the name of Debir formerly was Kiriath Sepher. And Caleb said, he who attacks Kiriath Sepher and captures it will give him Aksha, my daughter's wife. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, captured it. He gave him Aksha, his daughter, to wife. When he came to him, she urged him to ask her father for a field, and she dismounted from her donkey. And Caleb said to her, what do you want? She said to him, give me a blessing. Since you have given me the land of the Negev, give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the lower springs. So it is the inheritance of the tribe of the people of Judah according to their clans. The cities belonged to the tribe of the people of Judah in the extreme south toward the boundary of Edom, where Kabzeel, Eder, Jegur, Kinna, Demona, Adada, Kadesh, Hazor, Ithnan, Ziph, Telem, Bealoth, Hazar, Hadattah, Kiriath Hezron, that is Hazor, Amam, Shema, Molada, Hazar Gadah, Heshmon, Beth Pelet, Hazar Shur, Beersheba, Biziothia, Baalah, Lim, Ezim, Etload, Chisel, Horma, Ziklag, Madmanah, Santana, Leboath, Shilhim, Ain, and Rimmon. In all, 29 cities with their villages. And in the lowland of Eshtuol, Zohar, Eshna, Zanoah, and Genaim, Zepua, Enam, Jermuth, Adullam, Soko, Ezka, Sharaim, Adithium, Gederothaim, 14 cities with their villages. Zenan, Hadashah, Migdal Gad, Dilian, Mizpah, Joktiel, Lachish, Boskath, Eglon, Kaban, Lamam, Chitlish, Kedrov, Beth Dagon, Daaman, and Makeda, 16 cities with their villages. Libnah, Esther, Ashan, Ifta, Ishna, Nezib, Keilah, Akzib, and Maresha, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron with its towns and its villages, from Ekron to the sea, and all that were by the side of Ashdod with their villages. Ashdod, its towns and its villages, Gaza, its town and its villages, to the brook of Egypt, and the great sea with its coastline. And in the hill country, Shamir, Jatir, Soko, Dana, Kireth Sanah, that is Deber, Anab, Eshtemo, Anim, Goshen, Holon, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages. Arab, Duma, Esha, Janim, Beth Tapua, Afekah, Hamta, Kirith Arab, that is Hebron, and Zihor, 9 cities with their villages. Mahon, Carmel, Ziph, Jatah, Jezreel, Jokdeam, Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages. Halul, Beth Zur, Gedor, Ma'arath, Beth Anath, the El Tekon, 6 cities with their villages. Kiriath Baal, that is Kiriath Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arabah, Medin, Sekach, I can't say that. My bad, y'all. Nibshan, the city of salt, and Gedi, 6 cities with their villages. But the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the people of Judah, could not drive out. So the Jebusites dwell with the people of Judah at Jerusalem to this day. I think it's a daunting task sometimes reading to these names that are unfamiliar to us, right? But I hope you spotted something very important in there, something that could be very key. I think it's important to look at these inheritance, these foundation lines of the different territories. Brothers at F.O.G, I know we talked about it lightly yesterday as it pertains to the book of Ezekiel when it comes to the sojourner from the other nations coming and getting an inheritance amongst the children of Israel. We might have found some hints of it here in these 3 chapters that we read today. And even though we're about to wrap it up and give place for brothers and sisters to ask questions if they have any, I just want y'all to spend time thinking on what we went over today, maybe even listen back over it. So I'm going to give 30 seconds for anybody to ask their questions. We'll deal with those, and then we'll keep it moving for the day. All praises to the Most High. I see no questions in the chat. That being said, I appreciate everybody for showing up this morning. It was a short, but again, very important class. I think this class spoke volumes. I want y'all to do the labor of listening back through and pay close attention to the inheritances that were given, right? All praise to the Most High. Practice makes perfect. It's obvious your brother need way more practice, but you know, that's what it is. That's what it's going to be. I look forward to it. As far as the brothers at F.O.G, I will talk to y'all later. I'm about to start my day. We got a heavy bit of stuff to get through at the House of Recall. So that's what we're going to get started on. I pray y'all's weekend is starting off well and ending well. I pray y'all day is safe. I pray y'all enjoy yourselves. I pray that you rest yourselves, whatever the case may be. May the Most High be with you. With that, all praises and shalom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He said Hebron to Caleb. I want to ask what stood out about that to you, brother Azariah? What stood out about that to you? Lonnie in the building. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Come. Shalom. All praises, all praises, all praises. Did anybody notice that it says he received an inheritance among Judah? Did anybody see that part? Did anybody see that part? It says, according to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, he gave to Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, a portion among the people of Judah. Kiriath Arabah, that is Hebron. Arba, that was the father of Anak. If he's giving Judah a portion anyway, why is he saying that he's giving Caleb a portion among the people of Judah? You see that? What's that about? Very interesting indeed. Yeah, man. It's very interesting information. As if he wasn't a Judite. It says Kenaz is the name of two Israelites and something else. But why does the Most High need, like, it should be a given? Should it be a given that he is going to receive an inheritance with his people? Is this redundant? Is it telling us something else? Things like that. I don't want to put answers on nobody. I just want brothers to look carefully at these things, because these aren't the places that you go to cut somebody in a debate about who salvation is for. And so they're not as exciting to go to. And I admit, my first several years in the truth, I wasn't very interested in these things because they weren't wow factor to me. But for the sake of truth, for the sake of thinking back on what the ancients was trying to tell us from far off, it's important to look at these things and just be a little bit more curious, because this is culture. There you go. It may be the redundancy for future reasons, because the scriptures are still millennial as they look forward. These maybes, they're good to keep in mind. Joshua was Ephraim, Caleb, Southern Kingdom, Joshua, Northern Kingdom. I've rather enjoyed this. But that being said, man, I'm gonna let y'all go for today. We will reconvene next week with the Bible study. I got a treat coming for y'all on this Wednesday coming up, Lord willing. Matter of fact, let me show it on the screen so that y'all can be ready like I'm ready. I want y'all to anticipate this. Let's see. Boom. So, your brother is back on it. I don't know if you recognize either of these brothers on the left or the right of this image, the brother with the mystical locks, and the brother with the Houston Rockets hat on the left. But the reason I was late yesterday is because I saw a live stream, two Christians. They was like, let's debate. So I went in there to try to have a discussion. Y'all know me. But I asked them to explain the Isaiah 56 from their worldview, given as how they would want to be proponents of Gentile salvation, but they deny the keeping of the law. So I wanted them to kind of reconcile Isaiah 56 with the rest of their theological position. And when I say that it went amiss, I mean, make sure that y'all ready to tap in 3 days from now, 2 p.m. West Coast time, which is going to be 5 o'clock East Coast time. Make sure y'all there. I enjoyed the discussion, but the brothers had to run me about the room, man, and they did not want to finish answering the question. All I'm gonna say is that they told me that Isaiah 56 was fulfilled already after telling me that Isaiah 56 is a future prophecy. You know what I'm saying? They started off, I said, is Isaiah 56 a future prophecy? They said yes. But when it started getting hot and heavy, they turned the position and wanted to ignore that they had given it. So, I think that y'all want to enjoy this, especially since it's been a long time since I've engaged in a dialogue. I know that's what y'all enjoy. We might even go over it on the Saturday that's to come. You know what I'm saying? We might, but anniversary's coming up, so I may just be on a hiatus for that. You know what I'm saying? Anniversary's coming up. We got another year in the bag at the house of recall, me and Yap. So I'm planning on celebrating that. I might just spend a little extra time with her. Just make sure that you watch this, and if y'all do enjoy it, make sure that you get the likes up on it. Make sure that you share it as much as possible once it premieres, and get the numbers up on it, so I know it's something that y'all want coverage. Y'all will be able to leave it in the comments to let us know. I think there's a couple good teaching points to look at there. We might have to go into Isaiah 56 real heavy as a class within itself on this channel on a coming Saturday. So be ready for that. Another thing is get your zeets. I mean, not your zeets. Get your Gedalium in order. Your tassels. Get these in order. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you got the Passover approaching. You might want to get a little extra drip together for the Passover. We can most certainly get you right. Yappa will definitely get you right. Make sure you place your order with respect and consideration that these tassels are made by hand. You feel me? I'm gonna put the link to the Etsy shop right here in the comments so that y'all can browse at your leisure. Get your righteous drip up. Get your righteous drip up. There go that link. And I'm gonna put the link to this in the chat as well, so you can watch how I have to subtly body bag two Christians at the same time. I mean, it got disrespectful, and not on my part. The links is in the chat, man. Thank y'all. Dawada. Toda. Shalom.